So today we're going to take a closer look at annotated bibliographies. So the first thing you want to look at is we're doing annotated bibliographies in MLA format. So at the top, you want to include the author's name. It's flush to the left. Everything else is indented, just kind of like regular paragraphs. But if you look that it's indented all the way along the side, you're going to have the bibliographical information in there in MLA format for the way that we're doing it. So this author's last name, the title of the text, where it's published, and the year it was published. But let's get into the actual annotated bibliography part. So an annotated bibliography part has to have lots of information included in a way that allows the reader to know the relevance or significance or importance of the text that you've read and what it's about. So one thing that's really important is it's going to include a brief summary. So take a moment to look at the underlined part in orange and read the brief summary. This is the what the article is about. All right, an annotated bibliography also needs to include the strengths of a source. So in this last sentence here, it says, but provides an excellent foundation of the discussion of literature by exploring other arts. The word excellent is a key word here that's telling us that it's recognizing this as a strength. All right, not every article or text or book is perfect. So you need to include the weaknesses in the source. And that's that first part of that sentence where it says, this book, however, does not discuss, and it tells us it doesn't discuss Ukrainian Canadian literary arts. So lets us know a weakness that's within this text. So in the research, the person researching this might need to find another source that does include information because they might need that for their final project. All right, you need to include important author information or where this information came from. Why is it credible? So obviously you have the author's name at the top. That's part of the actual annotation, but then you need to have a little bit more. This volume grew out of the 5th annual conference on Ukrainians in Canada that was held at the University of Manitoba in 1981. So it tells us where it took place, what it was about. It was a conference, right? It tells us some credibility around where the author gathered this information. All right, you need to connect it to the relevance of your research. What are you researching about and how does it connect? So this last sentence that shows us both the strength and the weaknesses within this text shows us a little bit about how it's connected to the research topic. But this annotated bibliography that's only one paragraph long is missing some important information. It does not include conclusions of the course of the source, and it does not include personal opinion based on that source or some kind of personal conclusion. So you might need to add a second paragraph that includes these things. So take a quick moment to read that little paragraph. So like I said, it might need two paragraphs, your first and your second. And once you have all of this, you have the summary, a strength from the article, a weakness from the article, the important author relevant information or like where they got this information that shows that they're credible, relevance to your research, conclusions, and a personal opinion. You've got your annotated bibliography.